What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into Rogue and Gambit, issue number 1, a story by Stephanie Phillips and artist Carlos Gómez. We are jumping into the story of everybody's favorite dynamic duo, and right now, Krakoa is on a precipice. Irene Adler, aka Destiny alone, she can see what is coming, but the precog cannot act. To do so, she is going to need her adoptive daughter Rogue. We already know how she feels about Remy, but for what is on the horizon, these two are gonna be instrumental in whatever comes next. So make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, we are picking up with Gambit in an alleyway. And right now, Gambit is drunk off his butt. He has had a fabulous night out, but right now, that is all changing because he is facing some guys from the Thieves Guild. And in his drunken state, he is absolutely not able to fight these guys off. In fact, we see Gambit just getting his butt whooped by these guys. But the thing about it, even when Gambit is drunk off his butt, getting his butt kicked in an alleyway, he's always got an ace up his sleeve. Because the love of his life, the beautiful, magnificent Rogue, she always shows up. And today is no exception. When Rogue shows up, she immediately notices that Gambit is drunk. While Gambit tries to explain to his beloved that this was nothing more than a misunderstanding. One of the things I love about their relationship is that they are so independent from one another. Even in this comic, Gambit goes on to say that she has her things going on, he has his stuff going on. But no matter what, at the end of the day, they have each other's back. While the two of them fight off the Thieves Guilds, we see that Gambit almost throws up into Rogue's face. But with Rogue coming in to save the day, we are jumping 3 days ago. Right now, there is a prisoner transfer ongoing in upstate New York. The prisoner in question is none other than Lady Deathstrike, which Lady Deathstrike has actually been a popular character lately. Many comic book writers are using her and utilizing her in very unique ways. But with this prisoner transport making its way down the highway, that is when there is a giant bang. Something landing on top of the vehicle, all the men getting ready to unload everything that they got. When the doors blow off, they unload their weapons. But almost instantly, we see them electrified. And while we don't see the person's face, they let us know that they have been looking for Lady Deathstrike. With that prison break being completed, we are taken back over to New Orleans. As Gambit is starting to sober up, Rogue is letting it be known that she looked everywhere for him. They were supposed to meet in Lafayette, not some back alley with a bunch of assassins trying to take him out. And we also see that Rogue isn't very happy. The truth is, this is something that happens more regularly than she would like to admit. She is always having to save him from some drunken misunderstanding. What's more is that this was supposed to be their vacation. They would finally get a chance to reconnect, to reestablish a new kind of normal now that she's not on the X-Men team. This is when they are interrupted by Destiny, with Rogue going on to ask why she is here and if something had happened. But Destiny is here because something will happen. But Destiny is not being very forthcoming, saying that at least for now, she just needs Rogue to trust her. She needs Rogue to bring her Manifold. Manifold being Eden, once an Avenger, once working with Cable and Sword. Now he's kinda doing his own thing. But Destiny says that she cannot trust anybody with this information, that a time will come when they need Manifold, and that it is imperative that he be brought to Destiny. That's where Gambit, he calls a timeout. Because Gambit, he wants a little bit more detail. He wants to understand why she wants this done. and Rogue agrees. Gambit has a point that they weren't really given a lot of information, and Destiny knows that she is asking them to do this blindly. But Destiny goes on to say that this is a delicate matter, and there is no one that she can trust more than Rogue. Whatever trust that she may have in Destiny, she is asking for Rogue to place it in her now. Getting the location, Destiny says that this may not be easy, that Manifold probably isn't thrilled about the idea of Krakoan officials, if you will, coming to ask him for help. He is not one to blindly follow Krakoan authority. He does assist Sword from time to time when called upon, but he follows his own agenda. So when they finally do get to Manifold, he can't help but laugh hysterically. The truth is, he doesn't want to help out, especially on such limited information. After everything that happened with Abigail Brand, he's not one to just jump in and help anymore. But Manifold goes on to say that the problem is, they have such limited information, he doesn't know exactly what's going on. They don't even know what this future big bad is, and what his role is supposed to be in stopping this. And so, of course, his answer is no. Besides that, he's got his own things going on. People with powers are currently going missing, primarily villains, taken from prisons, government facilities. Most recently, Lady Deathstrike's prison transport had been attacked. She has been missing for days, but surveillance detected traces of adamantium here in Nevada. They also intercepted a flight information from a private jet that is headed to that location. The person on that jet is none other than the British ambassador, the anti-mutant ambassador. This is where Rogue says that they are going to help him out. Manifold doesn't know what he's walking into. Having Rogue and Gambit by his side could be a huge asset. And while he is a little hesitant at first, he agrees to have their assistance, but this isn't going to change his mind when it comes to Destiny. That is what takes us outside Las Vegas, with the British ambassador showing up, meeting some armed individuals, and they have Lady Deathstrike with them. Some kind of tracking device or maybe a control device on her neck. As they begin to make this exchange, passing over the money, so on and so forth. That is where we see one of Gambit's cards, Manifold teleporting them in. They start whooping some butt right off the bat, with the ambassador running into his jet telling them to start the engines. These people that he was here to meet say that their boss will not be pleased. She pulls out some kind of weapon. She points it at our mutants, and their powers begin to drain. Now that they are fighting on an even playing field, all of these men, they begin to come in on them. This is where Manifold, with just enough power to open up a portal, he opens one up and he sends Rogue and Gambit out of here. The only problem, Manifold no longer has the power to get out of here or do anything. With guns drawn on him, this blonde-haired lady who seems to be the one in charge, she takes one of those devices like they had for Lady Deathstrike, and they put it onto Manifold's neck. Not sure who these guys work for, but they have just captured one of the most powerful mutants that they could possibly capture. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Definitely a fun first issue. I'm here for it. We're seeing the relationship difficulties between Gambit and Rogue. Gambit always drinking, always gambling, always getting into bar fights, alley fights, whatever it may be. And Rogue isn't a foolish woman. She knows that this is the man she loves. This is who he is. But more than anything, what she wanted was just some quality time alone. Obviously, that's not happening with all this ongoing, and Destiny showing up saying that she can't say anything. Now, this could have to do with Sins of Sinister. They don't give us an exact time date of when all of this is taking place. We have to assume that it is sometime prior to Sinister doing everything that he is doing with inside the pages of Sins of Sinister, that it's quite possible she was able to see what Sinister was really about to do, and so they needed somebody like Manifold tucked away as a secret weapon. But obviously, that entire plan has now been derailed. Not really sure who these individuals are that captured Lady Deathstrike, but she is not the only one. It appears that even Juggernaut has been taken, or at the very least, he has gone missing. Somebody is out here capturing, kidnapping superpowered individuals, specifically powered villains, and it looks like they are selling them off to the highest bidder. The only question remaining is who? So let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to get completely caught up on everything that has been going on with the X-Men, be sure to check out all of the links in my description as well as the top of this video. We got videos of pretty much everything that is going on with the Krakoan era. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership, much like Patreon having 5 different tiers. From $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to getting free comics every single month. Not only does this help out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. If you are unable to do that, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.